Hello! Good afternoon, everybody. Tara here in the craft cabin. How are you all today? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully we'll get some people on today, and lots of regulars who pop on. Just looking at I do it. I have breakfast still in my teeth. So I'm having my coffee, my mid-morning snack / breakfast. But hope you're all well today. So yesterday we were making, what did we make yesterday? Oh yes, we made flowers yesterday. We made these little flowers and little tulips. So I had some people sending me on some of their makes as well, some tulips and flowers and all of that, which was fantastic. Thank you very much. So yesterday as well, we did a little tour of the shop. So thank you for had some nice comments from people afterwards as well. So that was nice. And yesterday we launched our village scene series. So every day now for the next couple of weeks we are going to be making crafts to build a village. But every craft can be done individually. So even if you're not building a village, you can still do every craft as a standalone craft on its own. Julie is in the workshop today. Come say hello, Julie. Come say hello. Hello. Julie is painting today. Julie is painting, so I'll show you how our mural is coming along as well. I'll show you that in a few minutes. So just wait for a few more to come on. We sadly had to close our little shop yesterday. So we have two shops. We have this one is our craft shop, and then next door we have a gift shop, and we had to close both of them yesterday. So it was a little bit sad, but it's the right thing to do, and sure we'll be open again in no time. And anyway, I'm going to be here every day anyway, so it'll feel like I'm working anyway. So no rest for the wicked, as they say. So if you're online, do say hello. I can see some people are watching us, so say hello. Tara here in the craft cabin. Today we are making sheep. So today we're going to do sheep, and we might do a couple of animal crafts now for the next few days, just to do some different animals. Definitely going to do ladybirds tomorrow because I love my ladybirds. I love ladybirds. I've loads of little ladybirds in the house. They're kind of my thing. So we'll definitely do ladybirds tomorrow. So I have some little hearts and stuff. Hello everyone. Hello. How yous all doing? So I hope all is well and you're all getting through the weirdness that is going on at the minute. But just means that we can indulge in things that we've never got around to doing. So that would be good. But anyway, let's crack on today. So if you come online while I'm doing the craft, do say hello. Well, you won't know that, but anyway, you'll say hello and I'll respond to you. Anita, hello, Anita. Anita saying that she loves sheep. So great stuff. We'll make sure that you make a little sheep, Anita, at home. Keep you company. So let's get cracking with our little sheep. So these, I've done two types of sheep that you can make. So this is a really simple little one, and this is done with cotton wool. So we're going to make this little sheep. Okay, so I'll show you how to make this one. We're also going to do a more complicated one, and this one, so this is a yarn wrapped sheep. So this is done with some wool and some pegs. So this one stands up, I hope. So I'll show you how to do this one as well. But this one can be very easily done at home with some cotton wool. So let's get cracking, guys. So I'm going to flip this down so you can see. Hello, hello, hello. Take a little sup of my coffee. Much better. So we're going to start with this little sheep. So this one is done with a little bit of paper, cotton wool, and then a little bit of black paper and some googly eyes. Again, if you don't have cotton wool, maybe you can just scrunch up some paper and stick some paper down. Or if you don't have lots of paper, just use a little bit of paper that you might have, a little scrap of an envelope or anything, to make the main body of the sheep, and then a little bit of black. If you don't have black paper, again, you can colour in some white paper with a black marker and you'll get the same thing. Or maybe you do a rainbow sheep. Maybe your sheep is all different colours. So, you know, you could come up with something very different and very snazzy. So with this one, I'm going to start with a piece of paper, and I'm going to do a sheep shape. So a sheep shape is also kind of a cloud shape. So I just kind of draw a little cloud. Oh, can I just say, my cousin Laura has just come on. Laura, I am doing this in honor of Henry. My little cousin Henry was in the paper last week because he helped his daddy with lambing. So he helped sheep give birth to a little lamb. So this is in honor of Henry. Henry, this little sheep is for you, and also for Heidi, who I know helped as well. So hey Laura. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it's just like a little cloud shape. So you can do whatever size that you want, okay? So the more little edges you do, the more cutting out you're going to have to do. So you can make it as simple or as easy as you want. You don't have to draw out, you don't have to draw it out either. You can freehand it and just cut lots of random or kind of half moon shapes, whatever you're comfortable with. Again, I like the black line, so sometimes I keep the black line in, sometimes I don't, so it's totally up to you. And even if you do have the black line around it like I do, you don't necessarily have to follow it either, so whatever suits you. Okay. So I have that. Hello Mairead, how are you? This is what we're making today, and I'm going to make a yarn wrapped one as well. Okay, so this now I'm going to get some cotton wool. So I just have some cotton wool buds. Let me move this down just a wee bit. I have some cotton wool buds that I'm going to use, but you can use any cotton wool that you have in the house, or indeed if you have stuffing of some kind, like little toy stuffing or anything that's squidgy like this here, you can use. So on my little sheepy cloud shape, I am going to put lots and lots of glue. So I'm using Pritt Stick. You might have some PVA glue at home and you can use that as well. Just sometimes it can be a wee bit messy. Okay, so with these you can stick them all down individually if you want, but I tend to pull mine out a little bit like that. So I have little bits like this, and all I'm doing is randomly squidging it down onto my sheet. Okay, so all I'm doing is filling this up. Again, you can do a sheep all different sizes. So my one I did around this size, but you can do bigger ones. You can do little lambs. You can do little small ones. You can come up with a whole family of sheep. You could do black sheep. So if you want to do some black sheep as well, if you just want to colour them in, you don't have to use cotton wool. This is just a little idea for you. So you come up with your own version. And there we go. So again, do you remember what I always say? Wonky is wonderful. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So this you could make actually into a cloud, but let's put a face and some legs on it like this and make our own one. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and so you see if a couple of new people have joined. So we're making sheep today for our village. So this is one little sheep. We're also going to do a yarn wrapped sheep as well. I'm going to show you how to make that. So we're in the middle of this one. So I've just cut some paper into kind of a cloud shape. I have stuck some glue down, and now I'm just sticking little bits of cotton wool down on it. With the cotton wool, you can stick them just as they're whole like this, or you can pull them out and stick them down. So this is what I have. Okay, now I am just getting some black paper. So into my stash of black paper. Okay, and I'm going to cut some legs. So I'm just going to cut 4 little lengths like that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 legs. So then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on each of the legs. So 2 at the front. So you can have the legs going whatever way you want. And last leg. So now it's taken shape. So I have legs on my sheep. So now I'm doing a face. So I'm going to use some black paper again. I'm going to do a face. So I'm just going to cut out a little piece of black paper just because it'll be easier to work with. Okay. Whoops, daisies. move this out. So the shape that I'm going to do, I find it easier drawing it in two little pieces. So I'm going to draw an oval shape first. So if you can see the pencil mark on that. So draw an oval shape first, and then coming up from the oval shape, I am just drawing the little ears. Okay, and again, remember what I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. Wonky is wonderful. So just draw what you think is a good shape for a sheep's head. So now I'm going to cut this out, and I think you'll be able to cut this out yourselves, but mum or dad can help you if you need to. But it's good to practice cutting out as well. You do it nice and safely, nice and slow. Okay. And so I have my little sheep's head. On this one now, I'm going to draw a little nose like this. So I've just done, if you can see, with my pencil. Okay, if you have a white marker, a white pen, you can use that as well. And now I'm going to get some googly eyes. You always have loads of googly eyes in the craft cabin. So I'm going to take two googly eyes. These ones are self-adhesive ones, so I'm just taking the adhesive off them, and I'm going to pop my eyes down like this, and I have my eyes. So I have my face done. So I'm going to take glue again. I'm going to put lots of glue on my sheep's head and pop it on the side. So I now have a sheep. Hello. So this is my little sheep. So I have a little friend for this boyo. All right. So in a couple of minutes, I'm going to put them down in our little village. So I'll show you all of those in the village in a couple of minutes. All right. So we're going to move on to our second little sheep. Okay. So this one is a little bit more complicated, but a bit more challenging for maybe some of the older kids. For this one, you will need a little bit of yarn, a little bit of wool if you have it. Now, again, if you have different color of yarn, why not do a rainbow colored sheep? Like, who says that sheep have to be white? In your village, I think you can create any color of sheep that you want. So whatever bits of yarn that you have at home, you could do one of these. Okay. What you need is a little bit of card. So I just have taken the edge of a little of a box. Okay. So again, what you can do is you can draw out kind of a cloudy shape. And cut it out. What I find handy actually is to cut out an oval first. It's just because the box can be kind of hard, or the cardboard can be a little bit hard to cut through. So I find it kind of handier to cut a little oval shape, again, whatever shape that you want, and then maybe just to cut some little indentations into it like this. I find this easier, but it doesn't matter what way you do it, just to make it a little less perfect as an oval. So I end up with that. So I'm just cutting all these little bits off the end of it. I find that a little bit easier. So I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to find the end of it here. So who do we have on? I can see, oh, Laura, hello, Mairead, Anka is watching. Hi, Anka, from our fabulous friends in Bare Essentials. Hi, Anka. Kira is watching. Hi, Kira. Alma is watching. So Alma is a great knitter and crocheter. So to Alma's kids, do not use all of Mommy's good yarn, okay? Do not. So how are you all? Lucy, Nathan, Huey, and Graham. How are you guys? So all I'm doing now is I'm going to start wrapping my yarn all over the shape. So all I'm doing is just wrapping it, turning it round all the time just to get it even. What you can do, what some people do, is they might paint the cardboard first. So that if you just want to do a little bit of yarn, so if you just wanted to put that amount of yarn on it, that the back is still white. So you could paint it white and just do a little bit of yarn over it if you want. But this one I'm going to cover it in yarn as well, just for the crack. This one I've done a wee bit smaller, so maybe this is a little baby. This is the baby, although it's not all that small. Maybe it's just a younger sister of the sheep that I have. So just wrapping it, so just randomly all around. And the thicker yarn that you have, the easier this will be. So the quicker that it will go for you, okay? What does happen is it does get a little bit thicker in the middle if you go across the middle all the time. So don't always go across the middle, go along the edges as well, okay? But it doesn't matter. As I say, a wonky is wonderful for sure. Oh. Does anybody have sheep at home? I'm sure some of you have sheep and helping your mums and dads at home with them. As I was saying, my cousin Laura, if you are still watching, her little son, 5-year-old son, was in the paper because he was helping Daddy with lambing season. So helped some little lambs come into the world. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to do one more, and now I'm just going to snip the edge like that, okay? And I'm going to just tuck it in somewhere. I'm just going to use my scissors just to tuck it in. Just squish it in there somewhere out of the way so it won't unravel, okay? So now I have my little shape. All right, so it still looks like a cloud. I could do some more yarn wrapping and I could cover up all these bits and pieces here, but life's too short to be absolutely perfect, okay? So now I have this. With this one, you can do just ordinary legs with little pieces of black paper. So you could cut out your legs and stick them down just with black paper. But these are actually clothes pegs. So you could just use ordinary clothes pegs and put them onto this here as well. So all I did with my clothes pegs is I got ordinary clothes pegs and I coloured them in with black marker and I stuck them on. So the likes of this one. So I'm just going to take them off and show you. So that's all I did. You can paint them with paint, or I just used a marker because I thought it was handy. And I'm going to place them on here. You can do as many, you could do actually 4 clothes pegs, okay? But I kind of thought 1, 2 legs, 1, 2 legs. That's the kind of way I thought about it. So then once you have it, it should be able to stand up. So this is a standy-uppy one. So the same thing again, I'm going to get a little scrap of paper and we're going to do the head. I'm just thinking I should have done some black yarn and did a black sheep. Oh well, but anyway, forgot about that. So again, I like to do an oval first and then do my ears coming out of it. I find that that's easier for me. So I'm going to cut out my head like that. Nearly done. Can be a little bit fiddly with the ears. You could cut the ears out separately and stick everything on separately if you want as well. Now, so I have my little head shape. Excuse me. I'm going to take out 2 eyes and I'm going to draw a little nose here on him as well and stick his eyes in. Oh, come out, come out, come out. This is where having nails is a good thing. I'm going to stick here. Oh! I'm just looking over at Julie, and Julie has our massive sheep wrap. I'll show you in a wee sec. Can't see you. I'll come back to you in a wee second. I'll show you what Julie is doing in a wee second. So with my little sheep's head, I'm going to put some glue again on the back and I'm going to stick him like this. Okay, so now I have a little standy-uppy sheep, yay! So I also have one, maybe he's sitting down, so we'll say that this little sheep is sitting down because I've taken the legs off him, so he's legless, God love him. So I've shown you how to make little plain sheep. So if you're just coming online now, you can rewatch or you can watch the replay and you can make your own little sheep like this. So I've made 2 little sheep out of cotton wool and some scraps of paper, and then I've made 2 little sheep using some cardboard, some yarn and some clothes pegs. Okay, so I'm going to show you, or we're going to put these down on our village. So let me, whoops, come back up and see who's on. Hello! Welcome everybody. Oh, we've some new people on. Catherine, hello Catherine. Therese, hello. Oh, Thomas has been here lots. Oh, brilliant. Hello Thomas. How's it going, dear? Catherine and her crew, hello. Is it all well in Belturbet, guys? So we have just met our sheep. And Julie, where are you with our big sheep? Come show me the big sheep. So we met a really big sheep in here a couple of, God, this has been a long time. Can you see? So this was done with really lovely colourful yarn. If you see this one, it's like bubbly yarn. And this little head, and this is, yeah, Julie. Under the sheep. Thank you, Julie. So you can make really big ones as well. It doesn't have to be little small ones. But I'm going to take this off. Because we're going to put it onto our village. So if you were watching yesterday, we had launched our village craft series. So every day we are doing a little craft that's going to add to our village. So we have painted a village, and I showed you how to do your own little village at home, and I'll show you again. But we're going to place our little sheep on our village scene, okay? So I'm just going to turn this around now. I'm going to stand up. So Julie was painting this today. And oh, she's finished actually. So I'm going to show you this. Thank you, Julie. Welcome. Oh, come say hello, Julie. Okay. This where is she? Hello. So Julie's in working with us today. So thank you, Julie, for painting. Welcome. So I'm going to turn this around here and show you now our village scene. So this is our village scene. So every day we're going to make something to place onto our village. So yesterday we made flowers. So we made these little flowers yesterday. A couple of days ago we made little fairy houses, or just little houses. So today with our sheep, where do we think our sheep live, Julie? Julie, where do you think we should put our sheep? Which is a good field for sheep? Which one?
The stripy sort of one.
This stripy one, okay. So let's so there's a little sheep lying down in it. You might take one of them there, Julie, and put it down. Here's another one of our sheep here as well. Julie has another one.
Oh, going along the road with a little
Oh! Yeah, oh, very good. And we're going to put another little sheep down. So this is our field of sheep. Okay, so we're going to fill this all up with lots of things in the grass, but then also we'll do some different things on the sky as well. So just to say, if you want to do this at home, so you may not want to paint a big mural like this, but what you could do is what we did yesterday. Oh, it's kind of fallen down. You can use some pieces of paper like this and stick them up. So you could stick your sheep onto it. So just with a little bit of sellotape or blue tack, you can put these onto a door or a window or a wall or somewhere, and you can attach your own little makes on it. But you don't have to. As I said, you can just make them and do what you want with them, but we just thought it was a nice way to do a collection, and I think it's going to look class when we have this all full of lots of different crafts. I think that will be great. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm going to go back and drink my coffee and do a little bit of work today. So hope you are all well, and whatever craftiness you get up to, do make sure to send me some pictures. I love to see the pictures of things that you make. You always come up with some things I never would have thought of, and some fantastic crafts. So do keep well, and if you've any suggestions on things that you would like to make, do send me a little message as well. I'd love to get some suggestions on what you would like to do. But we are definitely doing ladybirds tomorrow. I can't go another day without making my favourite craft, which is ladybirds. I love ladybirds. So we're going to do that tomorrow, but if you have any ideas on other days and what we could make, do let me know. So signing off for now, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.